They were also regenerating tissues of extraterrestrials and growing them and then cloning them. And then they started cloning humans.
Could clones or robotic doubles be stepping in when the real person cannot?
My favorite funny face is the one I'm wearing right now.
Celebrities, leaders, and public figures are accused of hiding their true selves.
What y'all gotta say now? You see him? We got the same tattoos, same hair, same genetic structure.
And while they deny it, these videos prove otherwise.
Here's the thing, it's not our world.
None of this is real?
Nope.
So you're just passing
We don't
through.
matter.
Recently, Jim Carrey made a rare appearance at the Caesar Awards in Paris, where he received an honorary award. Many people noticed his unusual look during the moment. He also said a few strange things during interviews. At one point, he joked that Jim Carrey is no longer alive. When asked about his favorite funny face, he replied that the one he had just made was his favorite.
I'm dead. And I made mistakes, and I was like a novice.
Reporters kept asking him about his controversial change in appearances, but he didn't respond to any of them, which is again, something real. Jim never does.
Favorite funny face is the one I'm wearing right now.
Normally he says things like this jokingly, which has always been part of his humor, but this time his expressions, eyes, and overall presence seem different. Because of that, questions started appearing. Is he simply joking like always, or is something else happening behind the scenes?
Is this actually true? Jim Carrey is real original Jim Carrey? Can you answer this, please? Mr. Jim Carrey. Every fake news is saying you are not Jim Carrey. That's true or not, please?
Biden glitch. Back in 2020, during a high-profile international event filled with world leaders and media, Joe Biden behaved oddly. While serious discussions were happening, he suddenly clapped mid-conversation in a strange, awkward manner. Not a full clap, not a gesture that made sense.
By inviting Finland and Sweden to join our alliance.
Observers couldn't figure it out. Was it a simple lapse or something more sinister, like a clone malfunctioning in front of the world? If it was a clone, the implications are enormous. A replica of a global leader on such a stage sends a signal, and a scary one. Jim X Kenneth. While people are sharing their own opinions about Jim Carrey's changes, I did a long research and brought another angle on this controversy for my 50M audience. Jim's eyes, smile, and facial expressions appeared surprisingly similar to Kenneth Copeland. The resemblance from certain angles was almost identical. Because of that, unusual questions started coming up. Is it just coincidence, or is there something deeper behind the similarity? Some even wonder whether powerful groups might be involved. Now, seeing so many similarities, I feel there must be a reason behind it, otherwise this wouldn't happen, and I really want to know what you think about it. Kid Buu. Kid Buu shocked fans when he openly claimed, "I'm cloned," during interviews and social media appearances. He hinted that unseen forces control artists, deciding not just what they create, but even how they look and act. According to him, the public only sees a carefully controlled version, while the real him is somewhere else, or possibly replaced. His statements mixed seriousness with cryptic humor, leaving fans puzzled.
However, I was cloned by Clonate in Canada. When I was cloned, they wiped a lot of memory.
Later, a video surfaced from an Instagram live session showing him alongside what appeared to be his clone, which made many believe he was serious about the whole cloning claim.
Yo, come over here. Sure you want me to do this? Go ahead. What y'all gotta say now? You see him? We got the same tattoos, same hair, same genetic structure.
Jim's secret signals. It wasn't the first time that Jim Carrey tried to reveal things on media or podcasts. In the past, he had repeatedly said unusual things, even calling himself a clone at times.
You got really dressed up for the occasion. You look good.
No, I
Was that
didn't
an
get dressed
accident?
up. I didn't get dressed up.
Who did?
There is no me.
There's no you.
No.
We're not here. This is a dream.
There's just things happening.
He often tried to hint that we don't matter. Everything looks the same, but we all think it's just a joke. Back then, most people dismissed it as his usual humor. But now, looking back, some of those statements are starting to connect with what we're seeing today, and the dots are beginning to form a much stranger picture.
Here's the
Uplifting.
thing, it's not our world.
None
That's
of
the
this is
key.
real?
Nope.
So you're just passing
We don't
through.
matter. We don't matter.
Oh, wow.
There's the good news.
Eminem clone? There have been many theories about Eminem, claiming he might be a clone or connected to secret societies. Back in 2013, Eminem appeared in an interview to promote one of his songs.
Marshall Mathers. Some of you may know him as Eminem, but he's going to join the Saturday night crew with our music intro starting next Saturday night. But folks, I want to take you to the world premiere of one of his new videos.
Midway through, he suddenly froze, as if he had completely forgotten why he was there, or what he was supposed to say. He seemed completely zoned out, disconnected from the usual sharp and serious persona everyone knew from his interviews. After a few minutes, he came back to normal, but many wondered, was that really Eminem, or could it have been a doppelganger, or some kind of clone? Confused. Billionaire. During Elon Musk's first meeting with President Trump in the Oval Office, there was one moment that really caught people's attention online. As Trump was talking to reporters, Musk was standing nearby, listening, but viewers quickly picked up on how confused and distant he looked.
Because many of the things that we're working on right now, we're going to have to remember Elon as we find him, but the numbers could double and triple.
Instead of reacting like he usually does, he just kind of stared blankly and made some odd little movements that people called strange. Some thought it was just an awkward moment in a tense meeting, while others came up with wild theories, like maybe there was something wrong with a chip in his brain, or implied that he looked more like a stand-in than the real Elon Musk. Double Cage. Everyone knows Nicolas Cage for his wild energy and unforgettable performances, but one strange moment during a Saturday Night Live appearance left viewers doing a double take. As Cage stepped onto the stage, another man appeared beside him, looking exactly the same. The resemblance was almost perfect. Same face, same voice, even the same intense stare that made the actor famous.
But fortunately, today, science has prevailed, and I'm proud to announce that my cloning experiment has finally come to fruition.
I'm sorry, cloning experiment?
Well, that's exactly right, Seth. I am his clone.
The moment was played off as part of a comedy sketch, and the audience laughed along with it. Still, the clip began circulating online years later. Some believed it was simply clever staging. Others wondered if the two figures looked a little too identical. Stretching skin. A weird video going around online shows a group of people who look like religious leaders just sitting quietly at some gathering. One guy in the front seems really focused on reading or reciting something. But then everyone's attention shifts to the guy next to him. Out of nowhere, he stretches his nose in this bizarre way that makes it look super long and rubbery, almost like his skin isn't acting normally. As soon as he spots the camera, he quickly stops and adjusts his face. The clip blew up on social media. Some folks thought it was just a strange facial tic, while others insisted it seemed more like someone fiddling with a disguise. Hidden face. The internet has long been fascinated with the idea that powerful figures might use lookalikes, or even clones. One viral clip seemed to fuel that conversation again. A man in a public place was spotted wearing a realistic mask that strongly resembled Bill Gates. Curious onlookers approached him and asked who he really was. When the man finally removed the mask, his appearance suddenly resembled another well-known figure entirely, author Stephen King. The transformation surprised everyone around him. The video quickly spread across social media, with viewers debating what they had just seen. Some believed it was simply an elaborate disguise or prank. Others suggested it might be proof that public figures sometimes rely on doubles. Clone rap? Rapper Tom MacDonald sent shockwaves across the internet with his song Cloned Rapper. He didn't just drop bars, he dropped theories. In the track, he claims that powerful figures in the music industry, and possibly beyond, are secretly replaced by clones, controlled by hidden organizations. According to him, anyone who becomes too influential or rebellious is swapped for a lookalike under full control. From music icons to public leaders, the idea is wild, but MacDonald wants listeners to reconsider what they think about fame and influence. Trump clone. During his first term as president, Donald Trump was often seen behaving oddly in public strange handshakes, unusual movements, and actions that seemed off. Some theorists suggest a possible reason. Could the Trump we saw at times not be the real one, but a cloned robot? This double had the same body shape, hairstyle, and facial features, making it almost indistinguishable. The theory could explain the bizarre moments witnessed by the public. Perhaps, in some situations, it wasn't the real Trump, but a clone version performing those unusual actions. Mark Zuckerberg, mystery. What if the Mark Zuckerberg we see isn't always real? During a Senate session, he froze mid-question, gave no answer, and looked completely confused, like he had no idea what to say. Another time, during a live session with NASA astronauts, he appeared nervous, fumbling his words. Observers say these moments show a pattern. Mark puts a clone forward in tricky situations, and the double struggles to handle it. Could the man we see be a carefully controlled replica in high-pressure moments? Frozen royals. A short clip involving Meghan Markle began spreading online after viewers noticed something unusual about the scene around her. In the video, Meghan appeared standing with members of the royal family behind her. At first, everything seemed normal, but after watching closely, many viewers said the moment felt strangely unnatural. Meghan's posture appeared stiff, almost mannequin-like, while the people standing behind her remained almost completely motionless. For several seconds, the entire scene looked oddly frozen, as if time itself paused. The clip was replayed repeatedly across social media. Some viewers believed it was simply an awkward moment captured mid-frame. Others suggested the stillness looked more like figures posed in place, rather than people naturally reacting. Secret signs. Remember when Jim Carrey appeared on Jimmy Kimmel Live? During the interview, he made some really strange gestures that caught everyone off guard. Midway through, he paused and started moving his hands and face in ways that felt almost like a hidden sign. That moment left people wondering, was it just a performance, a joke, or something more unusual happening behind the scenes?
It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati, and you're a part of it, and it is the all-mocking tongue.
Oh, I like it.
Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, the biggest superstar on the planet, is still surrounded by questions. Could he really still be alive? After his body was taken away in an ambulance, a secret footage reportedly captured the vehicle stopping at an unknown location. Someone emerged and walked away, and later, in New York, a person resembling Michael's face was reportedly seen. Many believe this could be him, alive and hiding. But thinking like an ordinary person, what possible reason would force someone to stage such an elaborate scenario? Why go to such lengths? And who could have orchestrated it? Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga has been surrounded by clone controversies for years. Back in 2003, at an event where fans were shouting and cheering for her, she completely zoned out, unsure of how to react or what to do. People at the time even started calling her a clone or a doppelganger.
Me está viendo, güey, me está viendo y me da miedo. Me está viendo.
Recently, things became even stranger at one event. Two Lady Gagas were reportedly seen at the same time, one in blonde and the other in black. This unusual sight immediately sparked wild internet theories, with fans speculating about clones, doubles, or secret forces controlling her appearances. Kanye West. The biggest controversy of 2023 was Kanye West's sudden disappearance. Before vanishing, he made shocking statements, claiming that someone was controlling stars like Shaquille O'Neal, Jay-Z, and Beyonce.
They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me. You see, it ain't no name I won't name. It's up.
But said they couldn't touch him. Then he disappeared entirely. Recently, a man resembling Kanye was reportedly seen in a California park, living in terrible conditions as a homeless person. Many now wonder, could this really be Kanye West, or is it just a striking coincidence? The mystery continues to fuel wild discussion. Putin body double. In 2025, Vladimir Putin's visit to Alaska sparked a shocking observation. The man attending the summit appeared to be a body double. Observers immediately noticed key differences. His posture was slightly more rigid, his facial expressions lacked the usual subtle micro-movements, and his hands moved differently. Even the way he walked and gestured while speaking seemed off compared to previous footage of Putin. Every detail suggested this was not the real president, but a carefully prepared double standing in for him during the high-profile meeting. Kodak clone. Kodak Black, the rapper, has been at the center of clone theories after incidents during concerts where he appeared zoned out, forgetting what he was supposed to do on stage. Observers started doubting whether it was really him. Many fans online insisted that this wasn't the real Kodak Black, citing multiple signs and differences in behavior, expressions, and gestures. Across social media, the same theory kept resurfacing, with people convinced he had been replaced. Given all these indications, the question remains, If this is a clone, where is the real Kodak Black hiding?
A lot of people seeing how he looked. He lost like a whole lot of weight, and there was a bunch of like claims going around saying he was a clone and he didn't look right. And
Jalen Rose. Jalen Rose shocked everyone during a live match when he was preparing on the balcony for analysis. He suddenly froze in one position, completely unmoving, while his makeup artist tried to get him ready. Nobody expected someone to stay stuck like that for so long. It looked unnatural. Everyone watching was shocked and confused, and theories started spreading immediately. Many speculated that this wasn't the real Jalen Rose, but a clone or double placed there. Avril replacement theory. The clone replacement theory about Avril Lavigne claims that sometime in the early 2000s, after her initial rise to fame, Avril supposedly disappeared or lost her life and was secretly replaced by a lookalike. According to this theory, the replacement continued her career, copying her style, voice, and public appearances. Fans point to subtle changes in her facial features, expression, and even personality between her early albums and later years as signs that the real Avril Lavigne was no longer performing.
It's too risky to let, this is my life. I don't want to mess up my career, and so I need to speak up and
Clone Elon. During a recent public appearance, Elon Musk was spotted standing alone, seemingly displaying a very unusual version of himself. His smile looked strange, and the way he looked around and observed the surroundings caught everyone off guard. Observers began questioning if this was really Elon, or perhaps a clone or robot. Online, many noted the differences in his expressions and movements, with a growing number convinced that the man on stage was not the real Elon Musk, fueling discussions about possible doubles or replacements. Singer malfunction. During a public event a few years ago, Russian singer Polina Gagarina appeared completely normal until the final moments of the show. Suddenly, her facial expressions began shifting rapidly, and her eyes blinked unnaturally fast, almost like a system glitch.
В год металлического быка становится невероятная, умопомрачительная, смешнейшая, музыкальнейшая команда. Каждая команда становится победителем у нас.
Stress was clearly visible on her face, and every movement seemed slightly off. These unusual signs caused discussions, and the clone theory about her even spread across Russia, suggesting that the Polina on stage might not have been the real singer, but a carefully prepared double. Test subject. A weird video from the early 1990s popped up online, showing a guy who looked a lot like former President Bill Clinton. He was sitting still during what seemed like some sort of tech demo, and everyone around him was checking his reactions. What really grabbed people's attention was how his expressions seemed off, almost like they were out of sync with what he was supposed to be feeling. As the clip made its rounds online, all sorts of theories came out. Some folks thought it was just a badly filmed experiment or rehearsal, while others had a wilder idea, suggesting it looked like an early test for a human double. Second star. During one basketball game, the camera zoomed in on NBA star LeBron James on the court, and at first, everything seemed normal. But then, some sharp-eyed fans noticed something odd in the background. Someone was sitting nearby who looked a lot like him. The resemblance was so striking that people kept replaying the clip. Both guys had similar faces, build, and even body language. This sparked all kinds of theories on social media. Some folks thought it was just a random person who happened to look like the famous player. Others started speculating about something a bit crazier, wondering if celebrities sometimes use doubles to be in two places at once. Mechanical diva. A clip of Beyoncé performing recently went viral because fans noticed something a bit off about her movements on stage. Some viewers thought her gestures looked super precise and almost robotic, like they were all programmed instead of being the lively performance energy she's known for. The moment was pretty subtle, but enough people kept replaying the video. Online, everyone quickly split into two camps. One group thought it was just some cool choreography that fit the song, while the other felt her performance came off as strange and missing the natural spontaneity she usually has. The whole thing turned into one of the latest internet mysteries. Strange interview. We've all seen Zendaya singing and acting, and we know how she usually looks, but this clip is seriously a bit off. When she was asked about her favorite singer, people noticed something weird about her body language. Her facial expressions and movements seemed a bit out of sync with the chat, almost like someone was mimicking her.
What's your favorite song by her? That's like the impossible question, I think. It's
The online chatter exploded with theories. Some thought she might just be tired from a long day of interviews, while others speculated that the person on camera felt less like the Zendaya everyone knows and more like someone pretending to be her. Twitching idol. A television interview featuring Miley Cyrus became the center of strange online discussions after viewers noticed something unusual during the broadcast. While answering questions, one of her eyelids suddenly began twitching repeatedly, creating a movement that some viewers compared to a mechanical glitch. She even acknowledged the moment while trying to continue the conversation normally.
It's like a broken doll, like a baby doll.
Thank you.
Yeah,
The broken doll.
Yeah.
But once the clip resurfaced online, people began connecting it with other recent photos and appearances, where fans said she looked noticeably different. Some believed it was simply a natural physical reaction. Others started speculating about far stranger possibilities involving doubles or replacements.
2013 and 16.
Frozen Biden. A clip from 2025 began circulating online, showing former U.S. President Joe Biden sitting quietly among a crowd at a public gathering. At first glance, nothing seemed unusual. But as viewers looked closer, something about his appearance started to feel off. His skin looked unusually pale, almost wax-like, and his expression remained completely still for an extended moment. Some viewers described it as looking less like a person and more like a motionless figure placed in the seat. Once the video spread online, theories quickly followed. Many believed it was simply lighting and camera angles. Others suggested the person in the crowd might not have been Biden at all. Predator eyes. A news broadcast by Erica unexpectedly turned into a viral mystery after viewers noticed something unusual about the anchor delivering the report. While speaking normally to the camera, her eyes suddenly appeared to shift strangely. For a brief moment, they seemed darker and more intense than before, almost as if the expression behind them had completely changed. The transition was subtle but unsettling enough for viewers to replay the clip repeatedly. Some claimed the eyes looked almost predatory, as if something aggressive briefly surfaced beneath the calm delivery. Others believed it was simply lighting or camera distortion. Still, the moment fueled speculation that something far stranger might have appeared on screen. Lost leader. During a gathering of world leaders, a clip involving former UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson quickly caught the attention of viewers online. As officials stood together during the event, Johnson appeared unusually confused, glancing around as if trying to understand what was happening around him. For several seconds, he remained still, seemingly out of sync with the rest of the group. The moment looked strange enough that people began comparing it to his previous public appearances. Some viewers said it was simply an awkward moment during a crowded event. Others speculated it might have been a stand-in or look-alike caught in an uncomfortable situation. Nervous signals. During a Senate hearing with military officials, one moment involving FBI Director Kash Patel started raising eyebrows online. While the officials beside him spoke to the committee, Patel's body language appeared unusually restless. He looked around repeatedly, picked up a pen as if preparing to write something, then stopped. Seconds later, he did it again, lifting the pen but never actually putting anything down on paper. The small movements continued throughout the hearing. Later in the same clip, he suddenly began adjusting his tie while staring forward. When viewers replayed the footage, many felt the behavior didn't match his usual public appearances. Some suggested stress during the hearing. Others wondered if it looked more like someone struggling to stay in character. Silent control. Sports interviews are usually chaotic, with athletes and promoters crowding around microphones and cameras. But one clip involving UFC President Dana White and fighter Conor McGregor caught viewers' attention for a different reason. Throughout the interview, Dana's hand remained placed firmly on McGregor's back. At first, it looked like a normal supportive gesture, but observers noticed something unusual. Whenever Dana's hand stayed there, McGregor appeared strangely still and unfocused.
Maywood ranking. You're right, but I'm asking you, pound for pound. That's the beauty of this. No, you don't want to say it because Jaron. No, the beauty of this.
Then, for a moment, Dana reached toward his pocket as if adjusting something. As soon as his hand left McGregor's back, the fighter suddenly seemed more alert and aware of the conversation. The odd timing led some viewers online to speculate about hidden signals or subtle control. Strange interview. During one public appearance, former New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern displayed behavior that left viewers puzzled. While answering questions in an interview, she appeared unusually confused and slightly disoriented. Her expressions shifted quickly between smiling and looking uncertain, sometimes reacting to questions in ways that seemed out of place.
Okay, everyone's ready to go? Great, who wants to kick off?
The moment lasted only a short time. but it quickly caught attention once the clip appeared online. People began comparing it to her previous speeches and interviews, noting that her demeanor looked noticeably different. Some believed it was simply exhaustion from the pressures of leadership. Others leaned into more unusual theories, suggesting it looked almost like someone attempting to imitate her mannerisms rather than being the real person. Royal reaction. The British royal family has always been surrounded by strange theories, but one old interview from the 1980s recently caught attention again. During the conversation, Prince Charles was asked about royal lineage and ancestry. At first, the question sounded ordinary, but his reaction felt unusual. He paused, slowly licking his lips while staring ahead in an oddly tense way.
Well, I suppose it's all difficult because you've got to remember that when you marry, in my position, you're going to marry somebody who perhaps one day is going to become queen.
Then he began mentioning lineage and DNA in a manner that many viewers found unsettling. When the clip resurfaced online, people started analyzing his body language frame by frame. Some claimed it looked like he was hiding something, while others believed it was simply nerves. Whatever the reason, the moment left many viewers questioning what exactly was happening in that interview. Protocol glitch. State visits usually follow a strict protocol, with every step carefully planned in advance. But during one visit to Moscow, something strange caught people's attention. As India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi stepped out for the ceremony, he suddenly began walking forward before the moment he was supposed to move. For a brief second, it looked like he had broken the sequence entirely. A Russian official quickly stepped in and gently guided him back to his original position. The moment was small, but once the footage appeared online, it sparked endless discussion. Some viewers said it was simply confusion during a busy event. Others believed it looked like someone following instructions that suddenly changed. Echoing father? During a live interview, a father appeared on camera with his young son. The child spoke calmly while answering a few questions. At first, everything seemed normal, but viewers quickly noticed something strange. Every time the boy spoke, the father's lips moved at the exact same moment. It wasn't delayed or slightly off. The movements were perfectly synchronized, almost like he was silently repeating every word at the same time.
What are your friends saying when they see you on TV?
I don't know right now.
The precision made the moment feel strangely unnatural. Online viewers replayed the clip again and again, trying to understand what they were seeing. Some thought it was simply a habit or a coincidence. Others believed the father looked more like someone controlling the conversation than participating in it.
I want to be in the war and save the country.
Cold Guardian. During one public appearance involving former US President Barack Obama, viewers noticed something unusual about one of the bodyguards standing nearby. The man appeared calm and completely motionless, scanning the crowd with an expression that many described as strangely cold. His posture remained perfectly still, even as the people around him moved naturally. A few conspiracy theorists suggested the figure looked less like an ordinary security agent and more like something else entirely. The speculation quickly turned toward reptilian shapeshifter theories, with claims that powerful figures might be protected by beings hiding in plain sight.